Well, it's Iowa. We're here for Shotgun 2, Cold Camp Outfitters. I'm excited. Gonna shoot my gun here. I got my 20 gauge Savage 220 with that Bushnell shotgun scope with the reticle on it out to 200 yards. I own them. That's right, 20 gauge. We've killed some good ones with it here in the past, so shoot this thing. I'm just gonna start at 150 yards and just see if it's on or not. I bet it is. All right, fire in the hole here. 150 yards, and I mean, I'm talking about wicked accurate. That's what I like right there. Here comes Paul now on the tractor. I don't need to shoot anymore. Now I'm just gonna go down to the house and put on some warmer clothes because this is not enough clothing for what we're about to get into. I'm excited. Iowa, let's get it going. I'm excited because we're up here at Cold Camp Outfitters because Paul Havoc and Diane Havoc have got some giant bucks. I just love hunting here. I'll tell you how much I love hunting here with Paul and Diane Havoc is it's December the 9th and I left South Texas right in the middle of the rut to come up here and do this. So that's how much I like hunting up here. We do this every couple of years with Paul and Diane. We'll come up and hunt with them during the shotgun season. And I sent Paul a couple of my spy point cameras, the remote cameras that upload the pictures to my cell phone, and he put one of them. There's a trail right here, right out the front of the stand. Those deer like to walk that to come into this corn patch, and I can see my camera right there. And for the last 2 weeks, I've been watching bucks come and go out of that trail, so I know I'm in a good spot. Hey, there's a deer right there at the end of the corn, right at the end of the cut lane. A little buck. There's another one coming out right behind him. I see another deer in the corn. I can see its body. There's a third one coming out. They're all 3 little bucks. Man, it's early. That's awesome. We've already got 3 bucks. I mean, they came out bang, bang, bang. But we got deer out. There was 3 or 4 little dink bucks, like, baby bucks like that on the camera all week. I think that's them. So maybe everybody's gonna show up tonight, which means by dark, when that big boy's ought to be here. I don't have any good service here. I text Paul to see if he can see them come out because they came down that edge. I bet you he watched them walk out. This CRP grass over here is full of deer. We've got deer in the beans behind us. Everything seems to be coming out to our west though. So I got ready in case something big comes out. But, man, there's a ton of deer using that ridge. It's just too far from this blind. They're just now starting to move, really waiting until late. These does are getting really close to the line. They're right here. There's just too many deer out here for a big mature buck not to show. I mean, they're everywhere. We've got deer walking in that CRP. We got deer on the right lane, middle lane, left lane behind us. We've probably seen 60 deer. Gotta be one coming. It's just and all kinds of bucks, just nothing mature yet. But I mean, right now it's like the witching hour has gotta happen right now. To do what we said. I'll go out the front window. I mean, you got him. You're gonna have to tell me when. You got. It's awkward. I can kind of see him there. Oh yeah, that's a good deer. Man, I can't see him. got him. Can you see him there? Man, I just can't. All right, I got him now. How about that? First night, Iowa, baby. I shot that deer left-handed. He come out on the lane we said was going to be a problem to the right. I had to get up and go out left-handed. And I'm telling you, I'm not ambidextrous or however you say that. I promise. Because that was the most awkward shot. And I said, I've got to squeeze that trigger. And I just started pulling. I was like, please, baby, please. That deer is a stud 8-point. And here's what's coincidental, funny, whatever the thing. I had a picture of that deer on my Spy Point remote camera that Diane put out here almost 2 weeks ago. It was the first big buck I got a picture of. We got here last night. She had pictures printed out on the counter. That buck was the top picture. And we were joking about that's the deer we're going to shoot. And I just shot that deer. Is that not cool? That's one of the hardest shots I've ever made on a whitetail. And he's 60 yards from the blind. But I'm just telling you, I was worried the barrel was going to hit the corner of the window. Everything. I'm freezing. It's cold. But it feels good. I like it. Old Paul's going to be excited. So, for all of you folks out there that have watched us on here in the past, Paul Havoc gets a little bit excited. I have played a lot of tricks on Paul. I'm kind of out of material on what to do with Paul. So I'm just going to tell him we shot a goofy little 6-pointer. I think that'll be what we do tonight. Just say deer was dragging his back legs. I couldn't take it anymore. I just felt bad about it, and I shot him. What do you think? We got to keep the tradition alive and mess with Paul. So let's do that. All right, time to mess with Paul. Let's have some fun.
How'd it go, Mike?
We saw a ton of deer. I mean, tons of deer.
Did you?
Yeah, I shot one. Not going to screw with you this year. But it's not one of those big bucks. It's I think it's just a big, wide 6-point. I mean, like 22, 23 inches wide. Do you know that
Really?
deer?
Oh, Diane will, I'm sure.
But it's crazy wide. Anyway, he stepped out of the corn. I don't know where he came from because, all those deer are going in that standing corn, they disappear. You can't see them. And he just stepped out, and his back end, like, falls to the ground, like his tail touches the ground. I think it's his right side, but when he walks, it's just like step and then boom. I mean, it was bad. Now we watched.
Was he looking real poor? I mean,
yeah. His back end is really, really bad. And so when we watched him about 10 minutes, and I didn't want to watch that no more. I was we'll shoot that one, and
Yeah.
I thought maybe you could see him up there from the ridge where you were looking down there. I thought maybe you'd be able to see him because he come down that edge, I think, and then got in the corn. But
maybe I even pushed him that way. I don't know.
You could have.
Yeah.
But anyway, I hit him good, I think, right in the middle of the body. And then he ran. It was that lane straight in front where that camera's at. And he ran in there, and we didn't even walk down there. It was late. It was really late when we actually shot. So.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go get him.
All right,
yeah.
let's do it.
We'll take the truck, and we'll grab the recovery truck and take 2 of them up there, and we'll get him.
Since you know where you're going, Paul, I'll let you go.
Yeah.
Just at the end of the lane, though, is where he would have been.
Okay. Well, we'll just, but should we look for blood before that, Mike?
Yeah.
Wait a second. I see white right here.
What?
I think we got him right at the end.
I thought he'd cross the thing there.
No, I think he's right there.
Yeah, I think he is, too.
Well, it might be, 6 on each side? Are you kidding me?
What'd you expect from me? What'd you expect?
That's 6 on each side.
He just now putting it all together.
Look at that. Look at the mass.
I didn't know he had all these extra.
I didn't either. 6. Look at that.
Turn this off. Paul, thank you.
Mike, congratulations. This is super.
I mean, he had to have been expecting something to come out of straw, so
God.
I had to do something.
Now that's an old deer.
Oh, yeah, that's a super old deer. Look at the mass. tying out the back. Like,
Yeah.
this deer, he'll score pretty good too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 11, 12-inch G2.
How many years? No, 6 this year.
Yeah.
6 years.
If you want a big buck in Iowa, I've said this 5 times before, and this will be the 6th time I've said it. Cold Camp Outfitters, come hunt with Paul and Diane, and I promise you one thing, you will see a lot of deer and you have an opportunity at a huge deer. Not everybody gets one because it's hunting, that's the way it goes, but you've got an opportunity every time you get in the woods here. Not being serious now, no more joking with Paul or messing around. There's huge deer here, and this is a good example of what I'm talking about. And we've killed some big ones.
Yeah.
Hopefully this isn't my last year, but this is a heck of a deer. Thank you, Paul. I really appreciate it. It's awesome. You're the man.
Congratulations, Mike. This is super. My gosh. Yeah, what a nice buck. What a great deal. Yeah.
Well, it's our second day here in Iowa with Cold Camp Outfitters. Mike killed yesterday. Yesterday was our first day. Mike always seemingly kills the first day here. So I just have a great feeling that I'm going to kill a giant. So just stay tuned. Hey man, that's that buck. He's coming from the creek. Oh, he's limping bad. Man, it's a good buck. He's a good buck, but he's limping. I'm gonna kill this deer. He's run down. He's a good, solid buck, and he's hurt. He's 129 yards right there. Hey, he's crossing the fence. He's crossing the fence. Okay, here we go. Yes, sir. Yes. Done in Iowa here with Cold Camp Outfitters. Oh my Lord. Whew, that was exciting. The first deer in the field was one of the deer that we come in here to kill. He's been wounded back during bow season. Run down, but a solid, good buck, man. I'm thankful, thank you, Lord. I'm thankful to get that buck. What a deer, brother. What a deer.
Oh man, he's a good deer. Yes, sir. He's a. Oh, thank you, Lord. Yes, sir. Oh man, I tell you what a pretty deer. Man, he's got long main beams. I'm just thanking the Lord for the opportunity. What a beautiful animal. What a beautiful buck.